Yo, this is Chris Blair. I'm going to be getting together with some friends of mine here shortly, but I wanted to address an issue that, a message, or not, sorry, not a message, a post that I saw in one of the Shopify groups. Okay, so you guys know there's many Shopify groups, right? And so in one of the bigger free groups, right, out there, there was a post saying that this person believes drop shipping is dead. They had tested like 111 products and found only two winners. And in those two winners, even though they made a lot of sales and profit on those, if they count up all their losses from the previous tests that they had done, they actually end up losing money, $4,000 apparently. And this person apparently had done dropshipping in the past, went away from it to do something else, came back and said, "Oh, dropshipping's dead." And first thing I want to talk about is this. I want to say definitively, dropshipping is not dead. It's not dead at all. Okay. Now you guys know I have my own private mastermind. Okay, and in that private mastermind, I have some members doing POD, some members are doing dropshipping, and a good number of members are doing a mixture of both. They're doing dropshipping and POD. And there are people out there crushing it with dropshipping. Okay, absolutely. I mean, I have two private coaches right now who are fucking killing it with dropshipping. We're talking like $10,000 a days, okay, in revenue. Okay, so dropshipping is not dead at all. Okay, so $10,000. That's like $10,000 a days in revenue, and and of that, $2,000 or $3,000, up to $4,000 a day in profit. Okay. So, literally, if they continue on this pace, they're on their pace to becoming a millionaire. Okay, so it's not dead. But what's the difference? What's wrong? What's wrong with what this guy did? Okay, well, there's a couple things wrong here. And number one is most people spend a lot of money on testing. They don't have a systematic system in place, and they also get emotionally attached to their products. Okay. So, I mean, there's one thing, and I'm not going to go into it. I'm actually, when it comes to products, I'm going to give you guys a couple hints for free. But there's a proprietary system that I actually saved for my group, and only my group. Literally, I shit you not, you can weed out 95% of your losers with $5 in ad spend. I'm not joking. Literally, you can spend just $5 instead of $40 to $50, okay, on testing. Right, with the system that we use and I teach, and I'm not going to. That is for members only. Pony up the $100 a month, get into my mastermind course group, and you can have access to that. And that will save you thousands of dollars in testing. That I promise you. Okay, so of those, say you launch 20 products, 19 of them you can get rid of in $5 and less ad spend. Okay, then you can have that one that you think is potentially the winner based on some data points. It's a question of how you read the data, knowing the right data. And since I've been doing this since 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, right? Now in 19, I know those data points, and I've been using the same system now for the last 4 years. And so you can greatly reduce your testing costs, okay, period. All right. Then, you have one product out of 20, sometimes more, sometimes 2 or 3 out of 20. But the point is, you have just a few number of products, a very finite number of products that you spend more on, and you go do more testing, and hopefully it comes a winner. But not all of them do, right? Not all of them that pass the initial $5 test, right, and show the right data points and the right things that you're looking for to trigger. Say, okay, let's go deeper on this product. Not all of them make it. Not all of them succeed on the second stage. So first stage is $5 in spend, just to see if it has viability, which is a system that I teach my group, and I have data points that shows them how to do it and what to look for. And then the second stage is the second stage of testing. I have a name for it, but I want to keep it secret. So the second stage of testing, and then you do spend $40, $50 on going to that second stage. And some of those second stage products will become what I call a third stage, which means you are continuing to sell it and you make profit. And then the fifth stage is one where you truly get a massive winner and you scale to the moon. Okay, all right. So that's one thing that they're doing wrong, is that people are spending too much money on testing and don't know how to test properly. And that I'm going to keep secret to my group and only my group members. But what I am going to do is I'm going to talk about the second problem, and I'm going to give you some advice for free a couple methods to use that will help you come up with better products. Okay, so this has to do with the fact that the way people are doing eBay or AliExpress or Wishlist or Amazon dropshipping is no longer viable because of competition and because it's been going on for years. Okay, so what are most people doing? Most people are doing one of three different methods. Number one, they're going to look at AliExpress bestsellers. Well, every other asshole who's been selling in our niche has done that. And they launch all those products. I think the marketplace has seen all those. Or, if let's just take a niche. Let's just say photography necklace. They're going to AliExpress and they're typing in photography necklace and they're looking on page 1. Or they sort by bestsellers. Or they're looking on page maybe 2 or maybe 3 at the most, at the very most. And a small percentage of people are going to page 4. So maybe 100% of the people are sorting, are looking at the first page that comes up, and then maybe sorting by bestsellers. That's 100% of people. And then maybe another 70% is going to the second page. And another 30% is going to the final 30% maybe is going to the third page. And then maybe, 10% is going to the fourth page, okay? Now, I don't have any proof of data to point to, but I can just know this from doing this for a long time and talking to a lot of people. It's empirical, but I can tell you that's exactly what's happening. So, how do you succeed? Well, every time, guys, back in 2015, I had one grandma necklace that did 20,000 units in sales, and I had another grandma bracelet. This is back when I used to play in the grandma niche. And I had multiple niches stored. I had a general store and I had multiple niches. I had a bracelet that sold like 3,000, and then a photography necklace that sold like 7,000. And I was using the method I'm about to tell you right now back then because I realized that in the first place. All right, so that is this. I would always start my search on AliExpress on page 5. That's right. So let's go back to the example of the photography necklace. I would literally go to page 5, okay, and I would start from there. I would skip page 1, 2, 3, and 4, and this is back in 2015 when I was doing dropshipping. Okay, I just so you guys know my history. I started off 2012 with POD. I spent about 7 months doing dropshipping and realized that I don't like that business model. And in fact, the POD 100%. So I'm 100%. But anyway, the point is, back in 2015, I was doing this method. And I was doing this because I wanted to avoid the competition, okay? I wanted to have unique products. But anyway, so I did this, but and at that time it wasn't necessarily necessary because there were so few dropshippers. But now it's absolutely 100% critical. You want to search deep in AliExpress. So literally, I would start on page 5 of whatever given search term I'm going for. So I'd sort by bestsellers, start on page 5, and go from page 5 to page whatever. I mean, if it was 50, if it was 100, I would go through all that. And I would spend a lot of time, and I'd pull out the ones I think that have potential. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, Chris, well, these aren't proven winners. You're right. They're not proven winners. It doesn't mean that they can't sell. It does not mean they cannot sell, okay? It just means that they haven't been selling, okay? There's a big difference, okay? Every single of those 3 examples I just gave you, all of them were on page 5 or beyond. Okay. In fact, the one grammar that's the biggest winner was like on page 10 or 11, something like that. I don't remember. I mean, but I was able to identify that. Okay. Well, how do I identify that potential winner? Okay. So I'm going to talk about that here in a second. But first, before I talk about how I identify that potential winner, I want to talk about why a product could be good and not be high ranked. Okay, on AliExpress. Right. How about you dropshippers out there? Okay. Well, first of all, arigatou gozaimasu. The bartender here is great. He literally saw that I finished my beer and he gave me another one without even me ordering. I'm a regular at this place. Okay, so, all right. So I just thanked him in Japanese. Arigatou gozaimasu means thank you in Japanese. Arigatou gozaimasu is a very polite way. You can do a short, simple way and say arigato. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Okay, why are they ranked? Well, first of all, AliExpress favors manufacturers have been on their site for a long, long time. Okay, and they favor manufacturers that got good reviews. Okay, so this means that experienced sellers, or sorry, manufacturers, whatever you want to call them, suppliers, right, whatever you want to call them, on AliExpress have a distinct advantage. And AliExpress has been around for a long, long time. Okay, I mean, there are guys who have been on there for 10, 20, I don't know if it's 20 years, but it's a long time. At least 10 years AliExpress has been around, I think. I mean, I'm not sure to be honest. Maybe I'm kind of exaggerating. But it's been several years, okay? So there are sellers who have been on there from the beginning or got on there from the very beginning or close to the beginning, and they have a distinct advantage of getting their stuff ranked high, okay? So they're automatically given a chance, right? Whereas the newer ones who've been there for a year, 2 years, or even less, or right, not that they're bad manufacturers, they just don't have that history with AliExpress, so they're not given preferential treatment. Okay. All right. So then on top of it, it's a search algorithm. It's like an algorithm, search algorithm, right? That the AliExpress or eBay, right, is the same thing, right? Amazon as well. And if you don't start to get sales quickly, they drop you down the ranking. So what this means is that there's a lot of products that just go unnoticed, right? I mean, if someone doesn't buy it soon, then it goes unnoticed and it drops and drops and drops and drops. And that does not mean, and let me repeat this, that does not mean that it cannot sell with the proper marketing, right, to the proper target audience. Okay, that doesn't mean, but here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing about this, okay? So I'm encouraging you to dig deep in AliExpress, eBay, or Amazon, or eBay, or Wishlist, wherever you're going to drop ship from, if you're going to drop ship, right? I still think POD is a better model. I'm going to point that out right now. I still 100% believe POD is a much better model than drop shipping. But I know a lot of people want to drop ship because it's easier to just grab a product than it is to create your own product. And I get that, okay? All right, so if you... And by the way, dropshipping is also going to be very profitable. So I totally understand why people are dropshipping, which is why I'm doing this video. All right. So you got to dig deep to find unique products, right, that other people have not been pushing. Now, here's the problem, though. If you're not going on the bestseller data that eBay and AliExpress provide, because you're not going for the top bestsellers, then you need to have some knowledge of your niche to know that you have a chance for this to sell. So this is one thing that I do better than anyone, and also all my students do. In my course is a video called Market Master. Market Master. In fact, I'm going to read a quote from one of the new members. This guy just got in recently. Okay. Let me find this quote. I wasn't planning to show this, but it just occurred to me. This is a really cool thing. Here we go. No, not that one. Give me a second. God, I wish I could find it. Actually, I think I posted on my Facebook fan page on my Facebook. Give me a second. This is really, guys. This is really, really, really critical. Yeah, I did. Here we go. This post right here. Okay, I'm gonna read this to you guys. Wow, Chris, I'm on a road trip and I've been listening to your course. And man, nobody has talked about the things you do. About things you talked about. At least not the people I bought from. And this guy's bought from several other trainers. My favorite part is how you become a market master, okay? You master your market. And two, how you come up with unique ideas, okay? So the thing is, guys, and what I really teach, and obviously you can figure out some of the ways of researching it on your own. I mean, it's just common knowledge. Search your competitors, maybe search Facebook, but there's a lot more to it. There's a lot more stuff out there, a lot more methods. In fact, I have several homework assignments in that video about the Market Master. But the point is, know your niche. You got to know your niche. You got to know it better than your mom, better than your girlfriend, better than your boyfriend, better than your own children. I mean, you got to know your niche. And if you know your niche, then you have the ability to go on to AliExpress and eBay, not be, in this case, honest truth is, handicapped by just going for the best sellers. And you're in a major handicap position. You're coming at this business at a major disadvantage if you don't do this. And here's why. Again, drop shipping now with Facebook ads, Google ads, Instagram ads, Pinterest ads, it's been around for years. And there's one Shopify group with 70,000 people in it. 70,000. I mean, it's fucking insane, okay? So there's a lot of sellers out there, guys, and you're competing with these people, okay? And they're not digging deep, and they're just going for the best sellers or the higher listing ones. So if that's all you're doing too, you're literally you have what I call a me too store. I sell the exact same shit that everyone else has. And that's going to excite no one. And you may make a few sales here and there, but you're not going to run a very good business. And it's exactly what this guy was doing. I could tell because he talks about his research methods in that post. So dig deep, right, in your search on AliExpress. And number 2, learn your niche. To be able to dig deep on your search on AliExpress or eBay or Wishlist, whatever, you have to get out of the crutch, out of the handicap of being handcuffed by not understanding what resonates with your marketplace. Okay? If you do, then you have the ability to go on page 10, page 11, page 12 of the example I'm just giving, the photography necklace, and say, you know what, I think that necklace can sell, even though it hasn't been selling. That's where you want to be, all right? And guys, if you think you learned something today, you haven't seen anything. I have to be honest with you. Guys, on these videos, I deliberately just give you the tip of the iceberg. I can tell you right now, you haven't seen anything. And everyone, because we have an almost zero refund rate on eCom Vantage. It's not zero. We've had a few of them here and there, but we have almost zero refunds. And people just keep paying, and they keep renewing their monthly membership. Because 1, you get 3 calls a week with me. 3. I get on there and I'm helping you 3 times a week. 2, the course is like I said, no one's ever talked about the things I talk about, okay? And I think we're also adding new content all the time, okay? We just had an entire section on Snapchat ads. How many other marketers are out there talking about Snapchat ads? Snapchat ads are crushing, by the way. And guys, you know what? It used to be $2,000 for life. That was the old membership fee. And people were saying, I got messages. I got so many of them say, Chris, no matter how hard I try, I can never save up $2,000. I got several of these messages, and this happened over months. And I said, you know what? All right, I don't want to hurt people who are hungry for success. So, and also, to be honest, also my own point of view, I wanted to be paid residually. Right? I was getting a lot of lifetime memberships, right? But I wanted to be paid monthly on ongoing because I'm providing a lot of support. I'm in there 3 times a week doing Q&As. I'm in there answering questions on a daily basis, right? So I decided to change the whole format, and I eliminated all bullshit excuses. It's $100 a month, guys. That's it. And you have 7 days. You can cancel for any reason whatsoever. If you get in there and say, Chris, no problem. In fact, we had our first one 3 days ago. It's the first one we've had in months, literally months. We haven't had a refund because of months. And this person just decided, got in there and said, you know what their excuse was? Oh, there's too much work. You know what, guys? I don't care what business you're in. You got to work your business, okay? I'm not going to bullshit you, right? Everyone says they want a lifestyle business. Well, we have to have a profitable business first before you can have a lifestyle business. And there's going to be work involved. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to fucking lie to you. A lot of people do that. You're going to have to work. But the rewards are there. The rewards, you can create a real, true eCom store. Look at me, guys. It's 5 o'clock in Japan. I'm here drinking a beer. Okay? You can get there too. I'm an ordinary person. I am no different than you. I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you. Okay? So I eliminated all bullshit excuses. Okay? $100 a month. You have 7 days. You get in there, and if you want to cancel within 7 days, I don't care what your reason is. You can say, Chris, I just woke up today and I decided I don't want to be in there anymore. And if it's within the first 7 days, we will 100% refund you. So you can go in there, you can take a look at the course, you can get on the live streams, Q&A, you can participate, see it for yourself. I guarantee you that you're going to want to stick because 99% of the people are sticking. 99.999%. Okay? All right. So And also, by the way, I want to point out, you're not obligated to $100 a month. If you decide for any reason at all, 3 months down the road, 4 months down the road, 5 months down the road, whatever, right? You can just all you have to do is private message me on Facebook and say, Chris, I want to cancel my subscription, and we will cancel it that moment, literally that time, and then you'll be in for the rest of the remaining of the month period. So even though you cancel, you won't be kicked out of the group out of the course and the mastermind group until your monthly subscription day ends. We actually have a system in place for that. And again, by the way, out of hundreds of people who've joined, we've had 2 people cancel their monthly subscriptions. So I guess, what does that say? That says a lot, because the average information product refund rate is around 10%, and we've had like, ironic, 2 refunds within a 7-day period and 2 cancelations, right, of their membership subscription out of hundreds of people who've joined. So those numbers are miraculous, and it's because the content is awesome and support. And again, I want to emphasize this: ongoing support. Right? Oh, I posted on this. I posted on this on my Facebook. Just so you guys can go look for yourself. A guy named Michael, and I blacked out his last name, but you can go look. It's on my Facebook, so you know, not bullshit. I did another weekly Q&A today, because I do 3 a week, and they're usually 20, 30 minutes long. By the way, I block out a full hour for the Q&A, so I will go full hour if there's truly questions, but usually there's only enough questions for 20, 30 minutes, which is a long time, by the way. I can answer a lot of questions in 20, 30 minutes. But anyway, so this person, Michael, right? He just joined recently. See what he said there. He says, it's refreshing to see someone keep their word on weekly calls. He's been like 2 weeks, and he's already been on 6 weekly calls. So, ongoing support, guys, that's key. The ongoing support helps you overcome any obstacle you have in your business and succeed. That's why my students are successful. Okay, so go to ecomvantage.com/VIP. I'll put the link in the thread here. I'm going to share this video over to groups, so I don't want to put it in the post. Please share this video, guys. If you got value out of this, if you got value, show me some love and share this video. Please show me some love. Okay, and I'm going to say in Japanese, cheers, which is kanpai.